Saturday night at the movies.
5 is your change. You'll be in theater 2.
Welcome to the Aloma Cinema Grill. Flicks running daily for the last 31 years. Now showing the premiere of Old Dogs.
We have first run movies. We're not a dollar theater, we are absolutely first run.
Sherry McTeague is the general manager.
I came from just the restaurant business.
Essential experience. Because the busiest room in the house is the kitchen. Eats and drinks can make or break a theater's bottom line. But in a steep recession, dinner and a movie is a luxury.
You can see the numbers are down. It's a tough time out there for everybody.
Which is why McTeague moonlights as the cinema's landlord.
It's great to have that extra income.
Income provided through a sacred source. Meet the theater's faithful tenants, 360 Church. Every Sunday morning, the cinema is transformed from Hollywood to holy. The box office opens at 10 a.m. Tickets are free. The show is always rated G.
That I'll sing my praise to you.
For some people, it can be a bit of a tough sell. Why don't you come and check out this church that's in the movie theater?
Lord, we welcome your presence. We're grateful that we get to...
Chip Kelly, the pastor, Bonnie, his wife, and a congregation that has prayed for a building of their very own.
We had such a great, order of business, everything how it was going to go, and God just took those and threw them away.
They passed around the popcorn bucket for 4 years, but the last 18 months of lost jobs and lost homes have devastated much of the membership. Giving is down by 15%.
They're unable to give. They would give if they could.
It is Kelly's calling to offer hope.
The presence of problems in your life is not evidence that God is not with you.
But even in the midst of great financial hardship across the nation, across this tiny theater, Kelly has actually watched his flock grow.
Amazing grace.
In a time like this, when people are hurting, it's quite common for the attendance in church or membership in church to spike just a little bit.
Sometimes it spikes a lot. The phrase economic downturn is nowhere to be found in the Bible. But people are looking in the good book for answers. And as their fortunes have fallen, their interest in God has risen. The Gospel Truth, Real Life Christian in Claremont, the fastest growing church in Florida, number 5 in the USA. Attendance rocketed 89% in 2009.
Nice to see you. Welcome to Northland.
Northland in Longwood. This year it became the 35th largest church in the country. 20,000 people took part in the Christmas service. And over the last 24 months at the Aloma Cinema, attendance at 360 is up 25%.
Yeah, that's no surprise to me. It's in our greatest time of need that we look to God.
Kristen Gordon and husband Garrett speak from experience. Struggling to make the mortgage, Garrett works 2 jobs.
Every Sunday, by the time I get in here, I'm just worn out from the week.
But he's thankful just to be employed. Other couples in the congregation aren't so fortunate.
1 job has been lost, sometimes 2 jobs have been lost.
And yet they are here, and they believe.
You come in here and you listen to the praise and worship, and all that worry just kind of melts away.
And having friends and sharing that faith builds encouragement and hope.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come.
Through all the trouble, they sing praise as Pastor Chip spreads the good news.
What you need, God has.
And we are called to proclaim the gospel and to point people towards God and help them in that endeavor. That will go on regardless of the economy, regardless of things that are going on in people's lives that are really good or really bad. The call doesn't change. The church goes on, the church moves forward, and the church grows.
But the very same financial crash that has drawn people to this theater to find God has forced others away from it on movie nights because they can no longer afford to come. But to keep both operations running, the church and the cinema work together, and their leaders, each in their own way, keep the faith.
I don't know if prayer is the right word to use, but everybody is praying and to hang on in hopes that the economy does turn around.
In Winter Park, Barrett Peterson, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.